Good evening. Welcome to Resident Evil 2. I'm going to be wearing my fancy headset for this one because I quite like having the surround sound for this game. Quite useful for telling where things are. I played this over the weekend it came out, and I unlocked the second runs, and then I discovered why I couldn't stream it was because I had HDR on. I played through Leon A, Claire B originally, so now I'm going to play through Claire A, Leon B, and I figured I might as well stream that while I'm doing it. So I already have a nice little screenshot on my phone with some walker codes and safe combinations. So I'll be opening those a little bit earlier out of sequence and before you have to actually get the files that normally give you the solutions to those. And I know a couple of other solutions to puzzles, but otherwise not really sure exactly what's different between Leone and Clary. So I figure a good way of finding out is to play. We'll play through on standard difficulty.
Just getting good. I need some sleep. Oh, shit.
I really hear billows in the breeze behind the truck. It's just stuck to it.
I find Chris. I will, but I gotta go. Why does everyone think I'm gonna get in trouble? What the? Hello?
You can inspect your bike, can you? No, you can't.
Hello? Anybody here? Hello?
It's also worth pointing out, if you didn't see it in the cutscene, you can get some nice herb ice cream. Green, red, yellow, and blue. I wouldn't mind getting some of the yellow ones.
Are you okay? Wait here. I'll check it out. Excuse me, is everything okay?
Stay back, ma'am. I got this.
You do not, in fact, got this.
Get off him! Don't come any closer!
No thanks.
No, don't shoot!
Get down!
We gotta get out of here.
You alright?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks.
You can thank me later, when we're safe.
Holy shit.
Come on! Get in!
Hold on.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. Hopefully they'll have some answers at the police station.
Wait, you're a cop?
Yeah, Leon Kennedy. You are?
Claire. Claire Redfield.
Live around here?
No. I'm looking for my brother. He's a cop too.
Well, it's a good thing we found each other. I don't know what to expect anymore.
Attention all citizens. Due to the citywide outbreak, you are advised to take shelter at the Raccoon City Police Station. Free food and medical supplies will be provided to everyone in need.
God, this is so unreal.
Police station's not much farther. They'll know something.
Yeah, but what if we're the only ones? What if there's no survivors?
No, there's survivors. It's a big city. There has to be.
And just think, they could have just turned around and drove the other direction away from Raccoon City.
Looks like we're walking from here.
More like running.
Get out. Get out now! Hold on! Claire! Claire, you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. How about you?
I can't stay here. It's not safe.
Oh shit. Go on ahead. I'll meet you at the station.
Yeah, we're not going to go engaging with any of these guys.
Can't stop. Gotta keep moving. It's like the end of the world. The police station. Almost there.
Oh, sugar. Guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Anybody here? Come on, Chris. Where are you? Oh shit. They're inside too.
David! Marvin! You there? I found a way out. It's in here. Send reinforcements. East hallway.
I should help this guy.
Yeah, we have a bunch of deluxe weapons, but we're probably not going to use any of them. They'd be a little bit better than the handgun I currently have, but it's also one of those things of, you know, not really that much of an improvement. I'll be getting a better handgun later on. What we are going to do is we're going to go up to the second floor. Because up here, there is a safe. But normally, we wouldn't have the code for quite some time. I don't have it right here. You got a high capacity mag for a gun I don't have. Super useful. There's also a little guide pamphlet telling you about all the cool things there are to see in Raccoon City, especially the police station and the orphanage. There's probably...
Turns a museum into a police station.
Weird people. There's probably other stuff in that book as well. It's just that the game doesn't tell you about them because you don't go to any other places in Raccoon City, apart from the police station. So now we have a nice Magnum, or modified handgun thing that we don't need just now. We can put that in the box until a long time from now when we actually get a hold of that gun. One really useful thing the map does is it actually shows you when there's still items to pick up in the area by having a red room compared to a blue room. Whenever you see those little circles in the top left as well, the game's auto-saving for me. So if I die, I won't have to replay the entire intro. If you're playing hardcore, the game never does that. And you have a limited number of saves from ink ribbons.
Focus, Claire. Focus.
Something rather cool I never noticed before this playthrough was you can actually see when you turn the lights on the little shafts of light through that door where the bullet holes went through it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's really, really neat that it's there.
Oh my god.
Yep, these are all definitely dead people.
Hurry! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
I'm here!
Open the door! Hurry up! Hurry up! Open it!
Claire, give me your hand!
Help me!
Hold on! Give me your other hand! I'm so sorry.
Poor guy's not half the man he used to be. Hey buddy. And can you do that? I'll just go by. Oh, sugar, there was another zombie in there. Didn't even see him. It's fine.
Marvin Branner.
Thanks.
Obviously someone taught you well.
Yeah, I know how to take care of myself.
Come on.
So nobody knows what caused this?
There's a lot of theories. But all I know for sure is that this place is crawling with zombies.
Yeah, telling me.
Hey, keep that on. Just in case.
I'm not gonna be around long. Once I find Chris, we're out of here.
You really Chris's sister?
Yeah. Why? Did you find something?
He's on vacation. Europe, I think. Left weeks ago.
But it's great news.
Well, I've got more for you. Looks like there might be a way out through this secret passageway.
Good. Hey. Hey, we should probably get you to the hospital.
Oh, forget about me. I can take care of myself.
No. Don't be ridiculous. You're gonna need some help.
Listen, Claire. Save yourself. So you can see your brother again. Now, you probably need this.
No, I'm not taking that. You're gonna...
And be careful. If you see one of those things, no matter who they were, you can't hesitate. Take them out if you can. Or you run.
Iron leaf bird.
So Elliot was right.
Yeah, but we're not out of here yet.
I've only taken 2 bites. I should be okay if I just take a green herb, I think. Yep, that's fine. Put the first aid spray back, and we'll keep the wooden boards on us because we're going to put them to use. Do you remember where the map is? In the press room, isn't it? Or the conference room down here. Yeah, no. That door's locked with a spade key. That's the only door we haven't investigated so far along this way. Now this guy might leave you alone if you don't investigate with him, but you have to come back to this corridor a bunch of times, so it makes a lot more sense to just take care of him. Well, I guess he's actually dead. Oh yeah, it's a press office. Gunpowder is incredibly useful because you can combine gunpowder to make things. There's a little puzzle here for Leon to unlock his desk by getting the names of the people who are sitting next to him. So this one is Marvin, Rita, and this guy's one. I don't know if he actually has one on his desk. I think he might have hidden his. Since you have the Marvin and Rita, like there's not really that many different people it could be, so you can just try the remaining letters until you find it. This one then you've got David, Elliot, and this one's on the floor, I think. Oh no, just there. Yeah, Neil. Making this one Ned. And you get a speed order for the revolver you're carrying, which is really, really useful to get this early in the game. Now, there's a door here back to the main hall, but it's a spade key. And we also disturbed another zombie in here. He's got an operation report about the fact that we've got no ammo or anything and they don't try and find an exit, which makes sense considering how bad the situation has been. I think there's something in the office as well, which is safe, isn't there? Yeah, I knew you weren't dead. You're still not dead. Nope. You're kind of in the way now for that safe, buddy. Right. So again, the safe we have the solution to already is left 9. Right 15. And then left 7. that gets us our first hip pouch, which expands our inventory. You know, having more inventory slots is generally considered to be a useful thing. The safety deposit room over here is missing some buttons, which we will find and use to get access to the various things inside here. I don't think there's anything here we really need right now, so we'll just leave it be. We'll come back after we find one of the spare keys and open some more of the lockers. Now, before this guy gets in, we will put a board up over that door. And here is our next save room. The dark room. And it also tells you about combining herbs to get different effects. And then here is a red herb, so you can in fact combine it to get a green and red. A green and red herb will give you full health, which, as you can imagine, can be kind of handy. We're going to store our gunpowder, because we're not going to use that just now. We have plenty of handgun ammo. We picked up everything in this room. We've left the safety deposit room alone because we're going to get keypad buttons for that to be able to access the remaining lockers. Now, you have some handgun ammo under you. I'm also well aware that you're a zombie. I don't believe either of you guys are dead. Apparently you are, so okay. There's a shower room in here. Our red herb. You need a valve to get through the shower room. That made me jump the first time I played this. And I made a noise like a scared little girl. This walker's cap. And it has some nice flame rounds. This one also has some flame rounds. And up here is the first portable safe. Now, I don't know if this portable safe will have the same solution as the ones I opened previously, because these might actually be fairly random, but we're going to find out. The portable safes are cool. Basically, when you press a button, they trigger a light. And yeah, this doesn't match up with any of the ones I've done before. These are actually random each time. So the best way to solve these is to get yourself a pen and paper. Because the idea is to make the lights go on in sequence around in a circle. So, for instance, the first button is there. The second button is upper right. Third button is lower right. Fourth button, upper left. Fifth button is right upper. Sixth button is bottom left. Seventh button is left upper. That makes 8 there. So then going from 7, we want to go 1, 6, 3, 8, 5, 2, 4. You could probably try and brute force that, but just having a pen and paper makes it significantly easier. That should be the shower room empty. Now if we keep going upstairs a little bit further. There's another locker. This one I think is DCM. Which has some submachine gun ammo. Which is something we don't actually have yet, but hey, that's okay. There's also a key up here, which is the spade key. Now, we can go into the library from up here. But first off, we're going to head back downstairs, because we're already filling up our rather meager inventory. Yeah, be mad. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the key here to unlock access to the main hall. Using a key in each of its locations means you can then discard it from your inventory when you're done with it, which is handy for, you know, freeing up some space. We're going to want the number... Oh, actually, what do we need? 102 gets us gunpowder, 103 gets us a knife. Two 203 gets us a hip pouch, we need both keys for that. 208 gets us more flame rounds, so let's put the number 2 in, because 2 will be more useful to us. The grenade launcher for those flame rounds is in there, but we need a key card to get that. So right now we're carrying around a lot of ammunition for guns we don't have. So let's go ahead and put those back. And we'll store some of our handgun ammo as well, just because of the fact that we are carrying quite a lot. 25 rounds should be spare. Yeah, that'll be fine. Plenty of clips. That was something unpleasant that we're not going to deal with right now. That's a little note that tells you that lickers are blind as bats. Which is a very disparaging thing to say, because bats have excellent eyesight. But basically it's telling you that lickers can't see. So if you go slow, then they won't attack you, because they don't know where you are. One of the medallions we need is inside there. Handily, there's also in our hip pouch. And a note from some guy talking about how he's going to have some fun as the world goes to hell. There's also a block of C4, which we can't do much with at the moment because well, we don't have any way of detonating it.
How fast can you get back here?
Why? What's up?
I've got got something to show you. It's important.
Alright, I'm on my way.
As we didn't have mobile phones at the time, he was unable to send us an unsolicited picture of... never mind. Ah, and here is the map for the second floor, which is pretty handy, even though we'd already actually mapped out a chunk of it. And also another statue. This one's a unicorn, so it's fish, scorpion, vase. We've also got some more gunpowder, which you can combine to make some more handgun ammo if you need to. And another combat knife. Now, this room has several zombies in it, but it's a good idea to clear it out now, because later there'll be worse things in here. And you will need to solve a puzzle.
Damn it. Oh no.
Yeah, I knew you weren't dead.
What the fuck?
There's a nice red book here, which we'll pick up, despite not knowing what it's for. Okay, those guys are dead. There's one more zombie around this corner. Have a nice meal.
Jesus.
Well, he was having a nice meal. Now we can't solve this puzzle yet because we don't have a thing to let us move that one. But we can get it prepared for later. And also pick up some more handgun rounds that are behind there. Lastly, our way out of here is another spade door. And brings us back to the main hall.
There you are. Come here.
What is it?
Take a look.
Oh my god, he made it!
You know him?
Yeah! It's Leon!
There's no need to be so surprised.
Kennedy, I think?
The rookie. Thought he looked familiar. We can make it to that courtyard. Second floor, east side.
Okay. Thanks, Morgan. I'm on it.
First, let's take a quick detour down here. And we will drop off gunpowder and the extra knife. Do I want the boards? Yeah, I want the boards. Probably don't need the herbs. I'll put the medallion into the thing. We'll keep the key. Unfortunately, it'll be something of a round trip before we manage to get a hold of the third medallion, but that's okay. And here's our third spade door. With that, the spade key is now no longer needed, and we can throw it away. Moving our wooden boards. The thing here needs a square crank, but I don't think you ever actually get a square crank as well. Now in here there is an article about the red stone, and there is a keycard for the weapons locker back on the first floor, which will get us the grenade launcher. There's also a statue, which we could have developed some film. Huh, shouldn't have picked up the film by now? So maybe in the main hall? Safety deposit room. Oh. I feel like I should have found some film for the dark room. Oh. Crucially, it teaches you to combine the book, which if you examine, you can see there's a handprint on it, with the hand. And then stick that in the statue. I'll give you a scepter. The scepter then you can examine, and there's a little button to push. Get you a jewel instead. That jewel is going to be sitting in our inventory for a while before we can use it. Oh dear. Hey buddy, are you okay? Nope, he doesn't seem to be okay.
Hey! Claire?
Leon! I'll be right there! Leon, we really gotta stop meeting like this.
Are you alright? Police chopper, just...
Yeah, I'm fine.
I take it you don't have the key.
No, you don't. It's good to see your face, though. How are you holding up?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there.
Hell of a night, huh?
Yeah. You find your brother?
I did, actually. He's... Just when you think it can't get any worse. Leon, you should get going.
Don't worry about me. Just get yourself to safety.
No, Leon, seriously, they're getting through the fence. Please, just go.
We're gonna make it. Both of us.
Just in case you thought of following him, there's now a horde of zombies.
This is bad. I've got zombies everywhere. Marvin? Marvin, are you there? Marvin? You gotta be kidding me.
Now, if you try and go back upstairs, there's a zombie pilot, I think. Because he's on fire, which suggests he came through the fire, so... But we got some bolt cutters. So all those chains we saw earlier we couldn't get through, we can now use the bolt cutters on. Oh, I can't close it in front of him. Well, no more will get in anyway.
You asshole!
Nope, you don't get to come in. Are you done? Looks like he's done. Yeah, we just round the valve handle to get to the shower room upstairs. We got some high-grade gunpowder. Yeah, you're not coming in, bud. You can just hang out there, thanks. I have a flash grenade. There's another herb. Really? I was thinking just the same thing. Okay, he's done. There's some more gunpowder over here. We're going to combine that with our highway gunpowder to make some acid rounds for our grenade launcher, which we don't have yet, but we'll get there. But we'll get it eventually. We'll pick up the herb, it should be the last item inside here. Yep, that's everything. What we'll do is open this door. I thought there was a zombie on the other side of that door. No, apparently not. And we'll use a fuse to open this shutter. So we can get back to the main hall. And we've kind of cleared out everything on this side of the floor. We'll store the herbs. Store the flash grenade, still have half a knife left. We need the bolt cutters, we need the round handle. We don't need the acid rounds, we do need the key cards. This is a good opportunity to save, given I haven't actually saved yet. Now, we've got the bolt cutters for the chain door in here, but unfortunately that means we have to go back to that corridor. I want to say there might be either a bunch of zombies or a licker in that corridor now. Probably a bunch of zombies. But it is the only way for us to get to the operations room to get the thing that we need. So we're just going to have to go ahead and brave it. On the plus side, we've got plenty of ammo. We've got zombies. Okay. Oh, nope. Thank you. I'm glad I boarded that back window earlier. Right, and unchain that padlock. And we can now get rid of the bolt cutters because they've done their job. And here we have a detonator for the C4, which unfortunately doesn't have a battery. This is where you get one of the locker room codes, which we've already been using because we're on a second playthrough. Get a flash grenade, some more wooden boards for later. And there's a heart door here, which we don't have a key for just yet, but that'll be useful later. We can unlock this door. Now, since we've got the weapon locker key cards, we can go and get the weapon locker. Yes, please. We're going to try and preserve flame rounds as best we can, because we can craft acid rounds. Acid rounds are generally just more useful. It's also a really good idea to have that window boarded up, because if you don't, you're going to have a really bad time. Storing our herbs, storing our flash grenades. We'll keep the detonator on us. We'll store the extra flame rounds. So what we'll do is we'll take the acid rounds out, change ammo type, and put the acid round in. And then we'll store the spare acid rounds and spare flame rounds. Wooden boards. I'm not going to need the wooden boards for a while. Not until later on. We need a round handle and we need a detonator. We don't need a jewel for a while, so we can store that for the time being. We can use a round handle here to turn off steam. Allows to pass through the showers, which has a small bit of a decor problem. Gunpowder, sure. Everything? That's everything. Gee, it sure is nice that this room just has some flame rounds kicking around for no reason.
The hell is that?
Hey buddy, have some acids. Oh boy, you put me straight into danger. I have no first aid sprays. Please don't kill me. Okay, that went worse than I expected it to. We need to get a USB dongle for that to be able to get access to the submachine gun. In here we have a battery, which can go straight into our detonator. And there's the first safe combination there, which we opened like some time ago. Now, you and I had unfinished business, Mr. Wicker. Hello there. I should have brought more than one acid round, in fairness. But hey, he's dead now. There's a diamond door which we don't have a key for. We can unlock this door from the other side to get us back into the library. Now, do I want to go back to the library is the question. I need to go back upstairs with the detonator, so no. I have 2 acid rounds. Okay. What I want to do is go back downstairs to the dark room to get some more stuff. And then we'll go back upstairs and use the detonator on the C4 to get the last medallion. So get out of here. Let us get some more acid rounds for no reason. And we'll bring a green herb. We'll combine that with that so we have a full heal if we need it. Keep the flash grenades and we'll store the flame rounds. But we'll definitely bring some acid rounds. Just for no reason. Now, when I blow up this C4, you're going to drop down and be a horrible nuisance. But apparently you're invincible now, so fine. Now you drop down.
Seriously?
Yeah, this one then, we need our notebook. Lady, bow and arrow, snake. This one's a bit rusted over though, so it's kind of hard to see. And that's a snake. Sit your ass down, son. Hey Marvin, I got the thing. Good news, we can...
I gotta hurry. Looks like it leads underground. Good. We can get out of this hellhole. Hey, Marvin! Guess what? I think I found the way out! Marvin, come on. Let's get you out of here. Are you okay?
Save yourself.
Come on, it's bad. We gotta get to the hospital
Please,
now.
Claire. We both know how this is going to end. Get out of the city.
We can't just leave you here.
Claire, please, go. Do this for me.
Okay. Hey, Marvin. Thank you.
Yeah, we can't get back to the RPG until we find one of those. Yeah, let's take out some handgun ammo. We don't have many more acid rounds left. We'll bring a couple of flame rounds. We've got a significant amount of handgun ammo, so we should be fine. And we'll save. We don't have a key for that yet. But the main reason to come down here is to get our hands on a hand grenade.
Hello? Hello? Won't budge. Hello? Hey. It's okay. I won't hurt you, I promise. Do you need help? Here, let me take my hand. I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
You need help.
Why?
He's right behind you.
What?
Having a completely normal one.
You gotta be kidding me. Cords ain't gonna cut it with this one.
Whoop. No thanks. Okay, now he's on fire and chasing me, which is not a significant improvement. Oh dear. Get stabbed in your eye. Don't get stuck. Oh, I got back in the corner. It's bad.
Hey, little girl. It's over.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I promise. Everything's fine. I just need you to lower that ladder for me.
That's fine as can be, I suppose.
Will you help me find my mom?
Your mom is down here?
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah. Of course. I'll help you.
So, before we go up there, we need to clear out the boss arena of stuff, because there's always a handy amount of goodies kicking around, just in case you didn't come prepared. That's everything.
This way! It won't move. You got it!
In fairness, I only had to pull the one big obvious lever in the middle of the control panel.
What's your mom like?
She works at Umbrella. She's trying to put new medicine.
Umbrella? That big pharmaceutical company?
My mom's always at work. I don't get to see her much.
Well, hopefully you'll get to see her again soon. So, where's your dad?
He, worked with my mom, but he's gone.
Wow. Both of my parents are gone. It's just me and my brother.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. It means we've got something in common, and that's a good thing, right?
Yep, we're both kind of orphans. Now we can make a lot of handgun ammo, but not a lot of grenade on. So what we'll do is we'll pop one grenade into the launcher and pop the remaining flame rounds back away. And this seems like a pretty decent loadout for going into the next section. But this also seems like a natural stopping point for the first episode. We beat our first boss, and now we're going to see what's on the other side of the underground facility. So we'll probably do that tomorrow night at some point. In the meantime, thanks for watching.